Alright, well kids, welcome back. This is part 8 of my tutorials, and this one we're going to be working on the second breakdown into the second drop of the track. So before I actually start this, I'm just letting you all know I wasn't quite when I on the last video. I wasn't quite too happy with the bass drop within like the first drop, so I changed a couple of notes within it, because I'd had a couple of listens over through the speakers and that, and I also noticed the vocal. I just put basically, this is all I done. I put a little bit of EQ on the vocal, just to give it a bit more of a brighter spot in the highs, and then I took away that there was a little bit of low in there and that, so I took away the low ends, and then as you do, you know what I mean, and a little bit of dirt there. So I didn't do much at all, just a quick little EQ like that, and that's it. And like I say, the drop, I'll show you the drop now. Obviously I changed it a few little notes, nothing major. It's still the same really, just a couple of little notes difference. So that's the only thing that's been changed in that anyway. But now what we're going to do, we're going to move on. Like, obviously this is the next part now, so we're on to the second break, build, and the second drop. And the second drop, we're just going to go all out synth. So right, so basically this is where we left off. We'll come into a drop, into a break, with second break. So what we need here is we're two downfillers. Sorry, I'm nearly losing my words there again. And then FX kick in there as well, and that should sound nice. Yeah, right. So now what we need is some bass pads in there. So for the second break, we're just going to keep it nice, short, and sweet. I mean, that's like obviously them bits of vocals there. This is where we're snare, and that's going to be coming in for this 8 bars here. So bit of breakdown, and then building back up, and then into a drop, and we've got a little bit of into the drop. You know what I mean? So it's worked out pretty perfect, these vocals, and that how I wanted them to be in anyway. Like I said, it's on the drop here, we definitely need to get rid of that, or we could do something with it. We could add little bits in or whatever, but that'll come further on in further videos and that anyway. So like I say, this tutorial, this part is literally on with second breakdown into the drop. Right, so basically we've got bass pads in there. Now we just need to put this snare build in there as well, so we'll just take off that little bit there, and I think what we'll do here, we'll bring that little bit of right, so as you can see, I've put them in. I've pushed the automation filter back up, so it's a full thing now. And I think we'll bring this in. We'll bring the plug in, so we'll have the cut off very low, so it's going to start low, and it's going to go into, say, about 60%. The cut off is going to come in, and then we're going to go back down on it. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change a little bit here. I'm going to use, so if I click on here on the side here on my panel, click on there and use my main lead pluck, like my first one, not the second one. So just creates a bit of a difference. So in the breakdown, a bit more plucky in that. So right, we'll just play this and we'll see what this sounds like so far. Hold on. I need to bring down there, and then we're just going to bring it up at the very last second to about the same, about 60, 70, something like that. That'll do. Just create a bit of variation. Right, we'll try this and see what this is like, and then we'll add some more bits of sound effects in there in the break. And obviously we need uplifter in here as well, in this area, and we'll just take that off there as well, because we just want that, we just want the snare build, that little bit there, to come in before the drop, just that on its own. This is just me though. I mean, you could have it like that if you wanted to, you know what I mean? This is just me. Right, so we're also gonna put an FX kick in there as well with the reverse cymbal, and we'll see what that sounds like from the break now.
All the hard times I know you've been through, when we're down, every time we come back again, and things are changing for me and for you. It's time, we're rising up tonight. We're rising up tonight.
Right, so that sounded pretty good there. Now all we need to do is introduce our crashes up here. So we'll put one there, just the usual. Like I say, in this tutorial, I'm not trying to go absolutely nuts and fry people's brains and that. Like, to be like on most projects and that, I would probably go into things a hell of a lot more, but I'm just trying to keep this one nice and simple. But obviously still how I would make a track at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So like I say, we've got them crashes in there now, bit of break, whatnot, and then we'll put that one there, just gives it a bit of so we've got a downfill on the drop as well. And then basically we just need, what we're going to do here, we're just going to put 16 bar drum loop in here, and right, that's it. And then obviously further down here, we're going to change, we're going to make this another part of our main lead. We're going to make that unique in here. So all we're going to do is just click on there, make this unique, and then easiest way to go about this really is just right, so if we just copy that, all this one, yeah, so all copy, so that's Control A, Control C, and then if we click on here, take when I think, yeah, that'll be our first main sound. So basically all we need to do here is just delete that, and then Control and V, which will paste. But if you notice, it's brung that the melody down, it's down an octave compared to what it was. So all we're going to do is Control and up on your on your keyboard, and then that'll take the melody back to where it originally was within the first lead that we've done, like, oh yeah. And then so now all we need to do now is go on, we'll bring up the channel rack here, come on to the second one, delete that, and Control, and that's in there. So obviously you can see that was it, the melody's in the same place there. So we're all right. Now if we go back onto a channel rack and then click in this piano roll on the third one, third layer, and then just delete that, and then paste that into there as well. And then that should be us for that. Then I think we just need to get the bass in. So we've got, not that one, we need the second one. If we just get that one in there, and we're second sub bass as well, and that's it. So we've got the 16 bar of we're last drop there of the track anyway. Right, so now it's just a case of automations, getting everything nice and glued together on that here. I'm not sure, I don't really want to put any more, like any pads in here, because I want the plugs to stand out more. So I think we'll just leave that how that is. Do I want to put any of them in? I don't know. We'll see how it goes first anyway, yeah. So for a start, we need to put this automation back to where I usually would have it for this first sound. So if you just go back, slide back across to here, and just hover over there, up in the hint panel in the top corner, up here, you'll see that it says 87% of the cutoff. So that's where we're originally like having it, that's as far as we're having it open on that sound. The second one is 83. So 87, 83, and the bottom one is fully open. Right, so 87. So we'll just put that on 87. Second one on 83, just so it's all the same, and third one full. And then just to make sure it's the same over this end, we want it the same as well. So 87 and 83, and then full. Alright, so that's it. We've got that all set up there now. Got the bass set up and everything. There is another thing that I want to do as far as the drop's concerned as well. I will, like, there is more to add with the bass. Just a little bit of reverb, subtle, just gives it a bit more of that bumping style behind the bass. I think we just need a little bit more reverb behind it, that's all. Not major, but right, so now I need to play this and see what this is going to sound like into the drop, and we're all good to go from there. And I think I'm not even going to bother with none of these bits here. So all we're going to do here is we're just going to pull that back from there, and just pull that back there. Right, so we'll have a go at this from the break, and we'll see how we're going from there.
I see all the hard times I know you've been through. When we're down, every time we come back again, and things are changing for me and for you. It's time we rise it up
That sounds fucking, sorry for my French again, that sounds banging, but right, so we need to just pull that down a little bit, getting a little bit loud in that in that area, like so. Also, we need to put a side chain in with that as well on the drop. Whereas, like, obviously in the breakdown here, we don't need no side chain on it and out. You want it to be fully out there, euphoric as hell, you know what I mean? But with this, where you've got your bass and your drums and everything playing, you want to have a bit of side chain behind it. So what we're gonna do now is so that's where we're second breakdown done into a drop. We're just gonna hold shift, drop this down with the wheel, drop that down with the wheel, or you can, if you want, you can like click on your and then you can insert one and it'll let you do it that way or whatever. Entirely up to you what way you want to do it. Then we need to right, so we need to get the bus up. We'll start from here as well. So right, so main lead bus. We need a nice where is it at? Yeah, so right, so literally all we're doing on this is just pushing that over to about there, and then we're going to use on this little knob here, we're just going to right click and create automation clip, and then where's it put it? Let's put it in there. Right, I'm blind. Right, so right, so we don't want it on here on the brake. Like we don't want any of the side chain on the brake down there, nothing. Pull that down there. So as you can see, we're not using any side chain on this bit here. We need, see now here, all I would do is I'd just put about 50%. You don't want to put a lot on because then it just loses the energy of the lead, the melody and that, like. So we'll just say 50%. We'll have a listen to that. Perfect. Sounds a hell of a lot better. Like say we went on the bus, we brought the volume down just a touch. We've put our side chain in there, so it's working together with everything. It's gluing everything together now. I mean, before it sounded like it was a bit overpowering, whereas now it's like it's ducking in the right places and that. So it's sounding a hell of a lot better now. What else do we need to do now? I think that's it for that. As far as that goes, second breakdown, easy done. Nothing like not a lot going into it or anything, you know what I mean? Just a few bits of sound effects, crashes and stuff like that, cymbals, yeah, build. And then we've got our bass pads in there, and we'll pluck, which is bringing that into the drop every second with some lovely synths. Right, so now all we're gonna do, we're just gonna carry on this like this drop a bit further. So obviously we stick a crash there. We need a sweep there. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna carry these on for another 16 bars. Right, and then we'll take that out because this is where we're going to be introducing something a bit different. We'll stick a crash there. So we're just getting a little bit more of arrangement down here from the second drop. Snare roll. Put that in. Another one of them. And another snare roll. But to be fair, I'm kind of thinking, do I just do a short one here again? Or not? No. Let me take that out. Right, so don't know whether to carry on the vocal or not on that second bit there or not. I'm thinking. We're definitely going to be carrying that on for another. Need to just pull them back, and we'll paste another 16 bars of them in, and same with the sub bass. And what I'm going to do here with the filter of this, I'm just going to so it creates a bit of pull that in like that, and see what that sounds like now. And on this bit as well, I'll just put like a kick there, just introducing that next bit, and then obviously I think I'll put a kick here as well. So I've just zoomed in a bit and put a kick just in before this next bit as well. Right, so we'll play that from the breakdown, we'll see how we are from there, and then that's with breakdown and with second drop done.
All the hard times I know you've been through. When we're down, every time we come back again, and things are changing for me and for you. It's time. We're rising up tonight. We're rising up tonight.
And there you have it. That is this part done, which is the second breakdown and the drop. And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.